For years, 5G was presented as the future. Faster internet, lower delays, more connected devices. But before the world has even finished building 5G everywhere, China is already investing heavily in the technology that could eventually lead to 6G. And 6G may not simply be about making your phone faster. The next generation of wireless technology could change how artificial intelligence, machines, vehicles, and billions of connected devices communicate. But there is still a major question. What exactly is China trying to build? Why are countries around the world competing to develop 6G? And could the country that develops the most important technology today influence how the world connects tomorrow? The race beyond 5G has already begun. For most people, 5G simply means faster mobile internet, but future technology will need much more than faster phones. Factories are becoming more automated, vehicles are becoming more connected, robots are beginning to work alongside humans, and artificial intelligence is becoming part of everyday systems. All of these technologies will need networks that can connect huge numbers of devices with extremely low delays. That is where 6G research begins. The goal is to create wireless networks capable of supporting a much larger digital world. But 6G is not just about improving the network. Researchers are also exploring how artificial intelligence could become part of the network itself. And that could change how wireless communication works. 5G made wireless communication much faster. But speed alone cannot solve every future problem. The number of connected devices is growing rapidly. Smart factories are adding more machines. Autonomous vehicles need constant communication. And artificial intelligence is creating and processing enormous amounts of data. As these systems become more advanced, networks will need to handle more information with extremely low delays. This is one reason researchers are looking beyond 5G. Future 6G systems are being designed to support greater data capacity and more intelligent network management. But achieving that will require completely new technologies. And one of the biggest challenges is finding new ways to transmit enormous amounts of information through the air. This is where China's strategy becomes especially interesting. China is not waiting for 6G to become a finished commercial product. Its researchers, technology companies, and government agencies are already working on the technologies that could shape future networks. The country has been conducting research into advanced wireless communication, new frequency bands, and technologies designed for future 6G systems. China has also been developing test networks to study how these technologies perform outside the laboratory. The goal is not simply to launch 6G first. It is to build expertise early. Because the countries that develop important technologies early may have a stronger influence over future standards, patents, and infrastructure. And China wants to be part of that process from the beginning. But 6G is not being developed simply to make smartphones download files faster. Researchers are exploring networks that can communicate, sense, and work with artificial intelligence at the same time. For example, future networks could help connected systems understand movement, locations, and changes in their surroundings. This could be useful for autonomous vehicles, smart factories, robotics, and other advanced technologies. Researchers are also exploring ways to connect different systems, including ground networks and satellites. However, these technologies are still being developed. The final 6G standard has not been completed, but the direction is becoming clearer. The future network may not simply connect people to the internet. It could help connect the physical world with intelligent digital systems. China is not the only country working on 6G. The United States, Japan, South Korea, and European countries are also investing in research and development. This competition is about much more than building a faster mobile network. Future wireless technology could influence artificial intelligence, robotics, autonomous vehicles, smart factories, and satellite communication. It could also create new patents and technical standards that companies around the world may eventually depend on. That is why countries want to develop these technologies early. China has made 6G a major technology priority, but the race is still open. No country has won yet, and the most important competition may be happening inside laboratories, research centers, and technology companies right now. 6G is still years away from becoming a normal part of everyday life. The final technology standards are still being developed, the networks are still being tested, and many of the technologies needed for 6G are still evolving. But the competition has already started. China is investing heavily in research and testing. Other major technology powers are doing the same. The winner may not simply be the country with the fastest network. It could be the country that develops the technologies, patents, infrastructure, and standards used by billions of people. 5G changed how the world connects. 6G could change what networks can do. And the race to build that future has only just begun. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to Insight Horizon for more stories about the technology shaping our future. Thanks for watching.